Does life seem worthwhile to you? Here's how to order. Anyway, everyone, here, look, I'm back. I felt like doing another one of these, so whoopee for you. Yeah, look, it's like I'm being visited by God or something. This big fucking bright light above me. I didn't feel like bringing the other lamp, so the lighting's a little uneven today. Deal with it. So yeah. Yeah, I shaved. I got tired of that. I don't think I will ever, get to the ZZ Top Zach Wild level of facial hair, in case anyone's ever, hoping for that. You should probably stop hoping right now. So yeah, here I am. I got a chance to see some of the pictures we took in Nemesis, and it's pretty cool shit, actually. Liz did a great job, and you'll get to see them in a day or two. In the meantime, things are going actually pretty well with the band, except for we don't have a female co-vocalist at the moment, which, does kind of suck, because it feels like there's an element missing to the music, but, it's hard to find someone, who can, pull that off properly, and, has the whole complete package. See, we were working with someone before, and, to me, it's kind of an example of, it reminds me of something that my guitarist was talking about, how he was, Klebold, he was talking about how one day he was just like, oh man, I feel like shit, but I have practice later on, and his friend was like, oh, just don't go. And, I think anyone who isn't actually a musician, doesn't understand you can't just not go. It doesn't work that way. If you're tired, if you're upset, if you're fucking depressed, your girlfriend breaks up with you, your mom dies, your cat bites your dick, you still have to come to practice, we worked with someone, and she was probably the most talented vocalist, I've ever known personally. Great look, stage presence, everything, except for the fact that, she didn't have the dedication to be a musician. And, and I know there are some people out there with a little silly idea that being a musician means you can read sheet music, but what being a musician actually means is that you can, that you look to make this your life. You look to make this, your vocation. It's something you want to do with yourself. It's something you find yourself compelled to do. Just going up on stage doesn't make you a musician. Just being able to read sheet music doesn't make you a musician. Being an actual musician is dedication. It's, and it doesn't necessarily mean going, in fact, you could be a great musician and never play up on stage ever. You could be a studio musician and just, spend all your time, you don't even have to do it for other people, you could just spend all of your time creating work, and constantly making new stuff, and that, to me, you're still a musician. But the thing is that, when other people are relying on you, when other people are expecting you to be somewhere or to do something, and you're not there, because of whatever reason, that shows that that's not for you. That shows that you're not a musician. You're not someone who can actually push forward and do this. It's not an easy life. Everyone, it's the greatest thing in the world to say. It's a great way to pick up women, a great way to get free drinks, a great way to do, all that sort of shit. But it's work. And a lot of people don't treat it as work. And, those people don't last very long. Unless they happen to luck into something, and then those are the people who are all bitching about, oh my god, it sucks so much playing pop music and being famous, blah blah blah, whatever, fuck you. So, this is something I've tried to not do it, and I can't not be a musician. So, it's just who you are. you know, and it's hard to find someone who is, you know. So we've been, you know, but otherwise, you know, it's not a 100% necessary aspect of the music. It makes it better, but we can still play without it, you know. And it's what we're looking to do. We're looking to start booking shows. We're looking to start, you know, we're going to be recording soon, finally. We were, like, delayed for about 4 weeks because the song was a little too complicated. But now we're ready. And that feels great to say. You know, we're ready to get out there and start fucking playing, you know? And, I could not be happier about that. In fact, quite honestly, I feel completely... In fact, that, to me, this is the, you know, whether you're a musician or not, is whether you feel completely useless when you're not playing music. And as I said, you don't have to be playing on stage. You could be, you know, playing with Pro Tools in your living room or whatever, you know. But if you're not creating or performing, if you feel completely useless, then you know that this is actually who you're supposed to be. So, you know, I don't know, it gets tiring, you know, dealing with people who, you know, don't have the dedication for it, or people who you do everything you can to try to accommodate them and they just kind of shit on you, but, you know, whatever. In the meantime, I really wish the weather would stop changing, because I have had sniffles for like 2 weeks, and it's annoying. Also, I know a lot of people were going to become, you know, politically active because Rick Santorum was running, and they wanted to make sure that Santorum didn't become president. Well, he just dropped out today. I would really love to, you know, and he did with that scowl on his face that, you know, that, like, God has told him that it's not quite his time yet. But, you know, in fact, he said he's suspended his presidential run. Not ended, suspended. In other words, you know, one day the Lord will call him again, and I'm not even sure why I'm speaking in that, you know, Jimmy Swaggart voice, because Rick Santorum doesn't speak in that, but whenever you speak about the Lord Jesus Christ, it just feels right to say it in that manner. So, yeah. God, I have horrible teeth. God, look at my overbite. It's like, you like can't even see my lower teeth. They were supposed to fix that when I was a kid. They were supposed to give me braces, retainer, whatever, and I didn't want that because I didn't want to be the kid with braces. So consequently, I'm an adult with awful teeth. But you know, what can you do about it? It's worse things you could have awful, I guess. But yeah, you know. So I don't know. We're looking for someone for that. We're looking to start, you know, playing out everywhere, getting the name out there, doing some videos, and I have some fucked up ideas for videos, so that's going to be fun. Actually, it's not going to be fun, it's going to be horribly stressful, but it'll be fun to see the finished product. You know, and, you know, that's going on, and, pretty much that's it. Everything else is just there, you know. I don't really have much of a life outside of music these days, you know. I don't really go out or hang out with people or whatever, and it's something I'd like to change, but it's actually kind of like a symbiotic relationship with me, because, like, if I don't have a band, I don't feel like I have anything to talk about, you know. You're like, hi, I'm Charles, I like to play video games and tire people up, you know. No, the fuck gives a shit. But, you know, when I'm like, hey, I'm Charles, I'm the fucking singer, you know, that's when people are all like, ooh, wow, Charles, we want to know you. So, you know, which is funny, because, like I said, once we go through the final hurdle and get all the changes in the book fixed, yeah, and I cut my nails, by the way, I don't know, I do that like once every 6 months, but, you know, once we go with the changes, you know, my name's going to be out there. It's not, you know, I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to be in a book that's getting reviews in places I can't say right now, but they're big places. And, it's weird because at the same time, you know, I look at it as like it's kind of where, and I've always been a naturally paranoid person. It becomes where, you know, if the book does have some success, I don't think I can trust new people anymore to not be into me only because of that. You know, and it's actually something I told a friend of mine who, you know, when he became a lawyer, it's like, you know, you realize from now on that, you know, no one's going to be looking at you, they're going to be looking at the money they can get from fucking marrying a lawyer, you know? And, in a way it's kind of sad. But, you know, I guess there are people you already know in your life and, you know, you can, I guess, just look at your friends and see whether or not they change at all and go by that. So, I don't know. Anyway, hopefully you'll actually have heard my voice today. I'm speaking a little bit lower than I normally do because I think my roommate's going to sleep soon. So, I should probably finish up. But, yeah, so, I don't know, I felt like doing another one. So, here it is. Bye.